it looks like it's time once again to update Visual Hello World Project 6. Okay, so we're going to create a Windows form project, and actually this is quite easy, but it's a little complicated to get started. You can see this is still written for 2008. So let's get going. So as usual, we open up Visual Studio. Well, we approach this a little differently. So on the File menu, once again, we go and we select New Project. In the New Project dialog box, under Project Types, click, of course, the arrow next to C++, Visual C++ to expand it. Then make sure you've selected CLR. And under Installed Templates, click CLR Empty Project. In the Name field, change the text to Visual Hello World. So you can browse for a place to put it, but the desktop is okay. I'm going to click on OK. In the project menu now, I'm going to click on Add New Item. Project, Add New Item. And I click on UI, and I'm going to click we definitely want My Form H. We're just going to click Add. It should automatically generate a Windows form. Okay, I'm going to close this. And now I'm going to open up Solution Explorer here, and I'm going to pin it. Right now, I'm going to right-click on Visual Hello World in the Solution Explorer window here. And click on Properties. We got to fix some stuff. Alright, so on the arrow next to Linker, here's Linker. We expand the menu, then we go to System. In the Subsystem drop-down box, right here, there's a drop-down box. We're going to select Windows, Subsystem Windows, right here. Okay? Next, we're going to go click Advanced. In the Entry Point drop-down window, which is right here, just click, it'll come up. We're going to click Edit. And in this blank space, we're going to type Main, M-A-I-N. When I learn how to type, right? Now I'm going to click the Apply button. And I'm going to click the OK button. Now I'm going to double click the myform.cpp in the solution window. And I'm going to add some code underneath this. Okay, I'm going to use the namespace system. And I'm going to use the using namespace system, I'm going to go Windows Forms. There's 2 colons. And then Forms. See how it is? It just provides it right here. And then I give a semicolon. Come down to the next line. Now I'm going to put here stat thread inside of a straight brackets. Don't worry about what all this does. You just need it. Okay, coming down to the next line, and I'm going to put void main array string. args. Okay, under this, I'm going to need a pair of curly braces. Now, there's not a lot of stuff in your myform.cpp here, but all this stuff is necessary. So I'm going to have a couple of application commands. Double colons again. And I'm going to enable my visual styles. With a semicolon. And now I'm going to do another application. I'm going to set compatible. See here, text rendering default. Just double click that thing. Have it type for you. See, it typed it all up for you. False. We're going to set false parameters here. False. And we'll put the semicolon there. Alright, now I'm going to declare my visual hello world, my form. Well, actually, I can double click it here because it gives it to me, right? So if you put something different in, you double click that turkey, okay? My form. Form. There you go. So now you're going to have application run form. Application run that form. Once again, double colons. And once again, this is pretty intermediate stuff, but we're not going to get it into it at this particular point. Just make sure all this stuff is here. Let me minimize this so you can see it all. Oops, sorry about that. So that's what you're putting in, some simple lines of code here. So now to make sure I did everything right, I'm just going to click Local Windows Debugger and click Yes. So if I have my form window pop up, you got it all right, okay? You got it's working. You know, if you didn't do it right, go back and check to make sure that you got all the commas where they need to be and that you got semicolons and colons where they need to be. And there you go. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to interact with our window. So we're going to come over here and we're going to pull up our window first. Let me go back to Solutions Explorer and pin that open again. And next I'm going to open up my form. See, now we don't have any error codes, do we? So now I'm going to show you how to bring up that toolbox I just minimized, okay? You go View, then come on down to Toolbox. You have your stuff that you're going to add to the form. Okay, so if I run this, see, I can move the title bar around the screen, right? I can minimize it. I can maximize it. Woo! And I can click this little picture, and I've minimized, maximized, and close on that. But I can do the close here as well. So okay, that you've seen that before a gazillion times. Right? So now let's add some stuff to the window. Okay, this toolbox just organizes all the items you can add onto the window. So first thing I do is I'm going to drag a button on my form. Now I can resize this button. See, I've got little those sizing handle dots all on it. I can move it around in my form. But over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click this button and I'm going to go to properties. Okay, my properties over here, the text says button 1. Is that what I want, the button 1? No, I'm going to have it say hello. So I'm going to delete that button 1 and I'm writing there say hello. So I click enter and now my button says say hello. Alright? So of course we want to program that button to do something. So all I have to do now is double click that button. A new tab that comes up called myform.h. This is the code that creates the window and the button. So all I need to do now is to add the code for the button. So I'm going to click enter here. What do you want to happen when the button clicks? I want a pop-up to come up. So I'm going to type in message box. So I'm going to double click the colon. So what do I want it to do? I want it to show what? I'm going to put in quotation marks, hello world. So a pop-up's going to pop up and it's going to say hello world. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title of my window. But I'm going to go to the design tab, myform.h design. I'm going to right click anywhere on the form except for on the button. And I'm going to click properties. So under appearance I'm going to find text on the list. See, it says text, it says my form. I'm going to change what it says up here. I'm going to type up here hello world program in place of my form. So I click enter and now this says hello world program. So now all I need to do is change the color. So in the properties for form under appearance I'm going to find back color on the list. Right here, okay, under appearance, right here, back color. So I click on the text that says control, and I got a little arrow come up. So I can change these colors, but I'm going to go to custom colors because those are a little more fun. So I'm going to choose a nice orange button here, or a background rather. So there you go. So my window now has a different color. I want to choose a font for the text inside my window. So it says here Microsoft Sans Serif. Under appearance I just click font. And I click the 3 dots button. And I change it to whatever the heck I want. I like Joker Man. There's Joker Man, right? I can bump it up a little bit, maybe put a nice size to it like that, right? Then I click OK. And now you can see my button has changed, right? So once again, you can resize this button. You can make it smaller or larger. I can resize the window itself. I can go to one of my edges. There we go. Move this. Let's move this over, right? So let's run this. Local Windows debugger. Click yes. Oh no, there's errors. Oh, it's telling me I've got I'm missing a semicolon. So let's go back to myform.h. Here it is on this line back down here. Yeah, gotta have those semicolons. There you go. Now you click save. Then I click the local Windows debugger. Click yes. Then I click say hello. I get a pop-up that says hello world. There you go. That's all there is to this project. Okay?